stature Club America brings to the table. And I think you can see with the away fans in terms of the crowd and the sellout and what have you. So it's an amazing opportunity for us to showcase what we've been working on, what we've been doing. And we felt we've been very competitive in all the games we've played. And yes, you're right. We've been successful in the Champions Cup. And we want to take another step forwards against a very good opponent.
It's obviously a big difference from this time last year to this time this year is
Sure.
How many matches are on the schedule to begin with. What has it been like managing kind of the congestion?
Yeah,
the number of
listen,
matches?
no doubt, it's always a challenge because through the very first day of preseason, you're thinking about whatever that first date was against the Defense Force, right? So everything's there on the back end, and then also don't forget about the acquisitions that we've had, arriving at different times. So that's been its own journey in its own case as well. So we're excited. We're getting over the hump. Philippe has joined us, had a couple of days of training, so we feel we're in a way better spot now as a group collectively. Despite the league at the moment with the results. But we felt that every game that we've had, we've trended in a better direction and in the right direction where we need to go. He will be available, yeah.
And Agustin, obviously, there's a number of new pieces in the attack this year. How has it been kind of settling in alongside, some people who have been here, some people who are also new? Do you guys feel like you're close to having that kind of connection and relationship that's needed in attack?
Yeah, of course. It's an everyday thing. Well, the guys have accepted me, of course, from the first day. It's just getting to know each other, kind of piggybacking up on Brad. Yeah, the game tomorrow is also getting to know us better, finding that momentum to start connecting and in the field, outside the field. So I think it's going to be a good way for that.
Augustine, you've had some chance to play with Bruno, especially. What have you made of kind of the connection that you guys are building? What's been working? What you're still trying to work out? What have you made of those opportunities you've had so far?
Well, yeah, I know Bruno from before. We only shared a few games together, a few months, but yeah, I know him well. I think we're starting to connect each training session, each game a little bit more. So I think that's going to be important for the present and obviously the future.
Is there anything that has surprised you these first 3 games that you've had in MLS in terms of acclimating to the league, speed of play, any of that kind of stuff?
Well, obviously, everything's a process. I think I'm adapting steady and quickly, especially to a new league, new teammates, new environment. So I like a challenge, and I think that's good for me at the moment. So just settling down with everything.
Bradley, in terms of your guys' defensive availability, it looked like Jeff picked something up in that first half yesterday, but kind of played.
Yeah, I think he felt something, but it wasn't as dramatic or drastic as what he initially thought. And as the game went on, it just became like a nuisance. I wouldn't say it bothered him, at all that we had to sub him out. And he's responded pretty well to treatment and everything, and he is available, and he's feeling good. Yeah.
Your back line, there's been a lot of moving pieces so far this season.
You could say that.
How well do you think they've adapted to, I think Nate's played 3 different positions already.
Yeah.
How well do you think
We know how flexible and versatile Nate is, and even Frankie can play right back, left back. Yeah, I mean, even against DC at a stretch when we went down, we had Macanio playing at the outside back as well. So, yeah, sometimes, you get put in a tough spot and you have to adapt and grow. But, we feel we're in a better shape now, in a better space now. And if you look at our, chances conceded, I think, against San Jose, I think they ended on like 0.4 xg or something, or 0.48 xg, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, something like this, which means, we're standing solid at the back and we're not giving much away. But yeah, listen, the all important thing is, don't concede the goal. And there's a lot of pieces. It's easy to say, and especially against a team like Club America. Yeah, we're going to have our hands full. We're going to be pinned back at times, and they're a possession team, and they're very dangerous in their individual quality and with their 1v1 1v1 ability, and this is going to be a group collective performance that gives us a shot at making a real run at the game, and hopefully getting the vital W here at home against a very good team.
I guess big picture in the hierarchy of goals for this club this season, and just writ large, this club has had success against Mexican clubs in the past. But where does measuring yourself against a club of America's stature kind of rank as, something to aspire to as this group?
Beat your next opponent. I think that's what it comes down to. We know the history, and I think part of what we've achieved, and I don't want to speak about last year, but we've broken a lot of trends that were negative, and we've also had some historical moments. So, and I think standards, whether it's been in Concacaf, the union's always been setting standards, and I think that's what we're all about, and we want to continue in that fashion, knowing that we've been juggling the pieces around, knowing that we've been having late acquisitions and what have you, but that's no excuse. We feel we're in a good way. We feel physically that guys are getting up to the demands of what the congestion requires. And again, it's another moment to kind of get cracking on all cylinders here, which puts us in a good space for the league. It puts us in a good space to continue our run in the CONCACAF Champions Cup.
And we'll take a couple on Zoom, starting with Roberto Vinces.
Buenos días. Esta pregunta es para Agustín. Basado cómo va el equipo en este momento en la MLS, obviamente no consiguen un triunfo todavía, pero mañana enfrentan a un equipo tan grande como el América, conocido en México, obviamente. ¿Cómo está el ánimo de la Unión de Filadelfia en este momento?
Sí, sabemos la estatura del club que nos enfrentamos mañana, pero nosotros entramos al partido como cualquier otro. Sabemos las dificultades que tenemos, al equipo que nos vamos a enfrentar, y a partir de ahí, bueno, entrar al partido como entramos a todo, con la intención de ganar, de ser importantes, de ser protagonistas y bueno, resolver todo acorde al plan dentro de la cancha.
Gracias.
We'll do last two, first with Jose Aldana, and then we'll wrap with Jonathan Tannenwald. Okay. Okay, we'll move on to Jonathan Tannenwald.
Thanks, Erica. Hi, guys. A game like this presents an opportunity in more than just footballing terms in a way, because a lot of people will come to the stadium tomorrow who don't normally come to Union games, and who maybe this club would like to come to Union games in the future and expand the fan base. Bradley, what do you want them to see? What do you want them to take away from an experience like that?
Yeah, I think this is a valuable experience for our squad. We've gotten younger, we've gotten dynamic. We've acquired some real strong, athletic soccer players, and if you look at that, and when it all comes together, it's a thing of beauty. And this is the next step for us to put it on display in front of a sellout crowd, I assume, and showcase what we can do as a collective. Team first identity. We don't believe in the superstars. We believe in each other, and that's the way we can shine as one. And that's another moment for us. I think we have new lights in the stadium here. I think we want to start our game on the front foot. We want to be brave and show exactly what we've been doing and preaching for so many months now.
All right. Thank you, Bradley. Thank you, Agustin.
Appreciate it.